Okay. Day 28 of these daily recordings. Currently 2:40 a.m. Yeah. Okay. A few things are on my mind. Firstly, of course, I have my math test in 2 days, which everyone says is really difficult. And so I did the practice test, and yeah, it was kind of difficult. Um, so okay, like normally, like people say, "I'll lock in," and like, well, but I say that I'll lock in. But like that quiz is actually kind of difficult. So I'm gonna have to pull out my secret move, genuinely locking in. Well, first there's a few things I need to do. Into like into like wash a few dishes. I can't just like solely put my mind on studying. Not at the moment. So even though it's like 2:40, after this, we're gonna spend like an hour doing all of the chores. That way tomorrow we can full focus on study. Because okay, honestly, this is so I'm kind of tired right now. Yeah, because my test is in 2 days. So tomorrow I need to actually sleep early, get a good sleep before my test. So I can't spend up like all night studying. Like today, it's actually so annoying. Sleeping is such a nuisance. Like such a nuisance. Being tired is so annoying. Um, like today, I'm uh, so like I studied with a friend, right? It was like fine. Honestly, it would have been a lot more productive if I was by myself, but like it's whatever. I got some work. Um, but this is after he left, I was trying to do work by myself because, but like by then it was 12 a.m. and it doesn't matter how much or like doesn't matter your motivation. It doesn't matter how much you want to do something. It doesn't matter how good your technique is. Once it reaches like 12 a.m., you just get tired and you can no longer study well. You can still study, but not well. It's definitely not time efficient. And that's just annoying. Uh, anyway. But yeah, tomorrow I need to wake up. Should probably wake up at like 11 or something. Yeah, probably somewhere around that. That way we can spend the whole day studying from like 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. I'll spend in the university library. Yeah. Uh, like so many things. I think one of my worst habits is the vast majority of my thoughts or goals or anything stay in my head. Like I mainly rely on my brain to keep track of everything, which is really bad because one, if you don't write it down, there's like no sense of this has to be done. If it's just a thought floating in your brain, uh, then like there's less urgency, and also two, it's like more stressful. Um, Also, it's it's like nearly 3 a.m. I am tired, but I'm just thinking there's on my mind that's just kind of been building up. Some of it is like basic tasks, other things are like years in advance. I kind of want to try listing everything. I should probably write it down, but I can't be bothered to do that. So I'll just say it out loud. There's a lot. Just every single thing my brain has been keeping track of. Okay, let me think. I'll just list them as they pass by my head. I kind of don't know. This kind of, with like things I need to do. One, I need to buy that piano. Number two, I need to, I guess, do the dishes. Number three, I want to organize my desk better. Number four, I need to buy a bin. Number five, I need to change my bed sheets because I like to change them once a week, and it's been more than a week since I last changed them. Number six, um, I I've been making like protein smoothies for the past few days, but like it's definitely an unsustainable practice. Because I'm not going to be bothered to make them every single day. So I need to figure out how to make that more sustainable, I guess. Number seven, I guess the acne on my face, which is like annoying. I had like perfectly clear skin until I went on holiday in China, and then acne just appeared. That's been slowly getting better. But apparently it can like scar your face, so I hope that doesn't happen. Number nine, um, so the reason why I got acne on my trip to China was because I have eczema and like I was using eczema medicine because I was really stressed during my year 12 final exams. And so my eczema flared up. And so once my exams were over, I like started to deal with it. But turns out that eczema medicine causes acne. So then I got acne. And but my eczema went away. And so I've been using medicine for the acne. And the medicine for the acne brings back my eczema. So it's just a loop. But as long as I put on enough moisturizer, it's fine. Number 10, I think. Okay, so there's like I bought wheat bix and like I bought the wheat bix that's like tastes really bad. There's no sugar in it whatsoever for breakfast. I don't know why I did that. It's not like I'm even trying to reduce the amount of sugar I eat. I eat like I don't I eat like a ton of chocolates and candy and whatever throughout the day. Not like I'm wondering how much sugar I eat. So I So like the other day I just bought the normal wheat bix, or not normal, but like the honey crunch ones, and it actually tastes good compared to the ones with no thing. Uh, so now I need to figure out what to do with the old wheat bix because I don't want to eat that. Number 11, my daughter group project. Even though it's all done and over, I shouldn't be thinking about this. But like, if it was just my own assignment, that would be fine. But because it's a group assignment, uh, although like, uh, I was like kind of leading the project just because like, I don't know, this is kind of how things happened. And so, um, I don't think we did the best job. And so if we get a bad mark, I just do kind of feel responsible, even though like it is a group project. I want to do as best as possible because if it was just my own mark, doesn't really matter. But I can't let down other people. Of course, I would still care about my own mark. Yeah. Number 12. Oh, number 12 was fixed. Um, I okay, so my bike lights were stolen a while ago, and then I got new bike lights, and then also needed to pump up my bike tires, but that's done. Number 13, I need to pick up my delivery package, which got sent today, actually. I should probably go pick it up after this. Number 14, I just had number 14 in my head. I guess number 14. There's like a lot of dust everywhere in my student accommodation. It's not like a lot of dust, but as compared to home, it's definitely higher just because the room is generally a bit dirtier. It's kind of sucked. Number 16. I have okay, look, there's like really not a whole lot of places to put things. And so I have these two Ziploc bags and also just a bunch of other random pieces of paper around. They're full of like important things that I can't really throw away. Like one is the manual for my calculator. I might need that just because my calculator might be able to do something I'm not aware of. I also have like my Kindle. I have the prescriptions for the acne medicine. Uh, wait, what is that? Oh, that's right. My 2 terabyte SD drive. I just like there's nowhere to put these because uh, maybe there's just nowhere to put them. So they've just been lying around, and that's been annoying. Number 17. My hair's just been like I don't know. Even though my hair's a fine length right now, I don't know. It's just like looked bad for the past few days. I don't know why. Number 18. Okay. On the topic of hair. So, after I wash my hair, um, like I wash my hair, use conditioner, right? It's like so silky smooth, like it actually feels nice. You like it smells nice. You can just run your fingers through it. It doesn't feel like your scalp is tight, and it feels nice. and then I have to go and ruin it and like put product in it or something, or let it get oily. Because if I just let it be silky smooth, although it feels really nice, it's just like it just rests flat on my head and it looks bad. Um, it's number 19, I think, for one. I forgot. I said this before. I've gotten so skinny. I've I'm now like eating more protein as per the protein shakes because since starting university, I've gotten ridiculously skinny. Number oh wait, this one's a big one. Number 20. Uh Student accommodation. The place I'm staying at is way too expensive. And like I feel bad because my parents are paying for it. And so after this semester, I do want to move to somewhere else cheaper. The issue is I have no clue where. I'll probably need to find some roommates. Um that's just like gonna be weird living with other strangers. But yeah, I need to find another place after this semester, which I've not been able to do. I don't think I'll get on campus accommodation because apparently you have to apply for that. Like, it's like a first come, first serve thing for everyone in a university. And so if you don't apply within literally like the first 5 minutes of the application's opening, you won't get into student accommodation, which is like ridiculous. Yeah, number 21. Okay, so while I was in China, I bought like this bracelet. It has like a white lotus leaf on it, surrounded by like these beads and some gold things, gold highlights. It looked quite nice, but it was way too small. And the lotus petal was sideways. Um, like instead of the petals facing outward, it was like I don't know how to explain this using words. It was just turned to the side. And so it still looked kind of nice though. So after like a lot of procrastinating, I took the bracelet apart, drilled a hole through the lotus so it was actually the right way, and then threaded it back through a string, which is actually from a mask, like the mask string, dyed black. And so now I have it, which fits and it looks, and the lotus leaf is nice. But like I've kind of been avoiding wearing it because my wrists have turned so small since starting university, and it like looks weird. It really shows the smallness of my wrist. Because I've been so skinny. Number 22. My brother bought me like some cologne. The issue is it's like it's not like a subtle smell. The cologne he bought me is quite strong. And I have very divided opinions on using it. On I guess like if I go into some fancy event, it's fine. But he says I should use it daily. But my parents say I should avoid using it. And like with my personal opinion, it like feels a bit too strong. But like, yeah, there's that. Number 23. I hope I don't get sick tomorrow. I came home pretty late today and it was pretty cold outside. Let's hope I don't get sick. Number 24. I still need to figure out what to do for my birthday. I've organized a time with my friends to do something. I have not actually figured out what we're going to do yet, so I need to figure that out. Number 26. Number 26. I hope I don't like regret anything major in the future. I think definitely my biggest concern, my biggest worry out of everything, the most long-term one, is that I'll grow older. Oh, and then I realize that had I just done this one little thing when I was younger, something so obvious, something so simple, things would have drastically changed. So I hope that doesn't happen. Number 27. Mm, number 27, I guess with my R's. I know one of the reasons why um started these reflections was so I could practice pronouncing my R's properly. Because although they sound fine, they're like I kind of like scrunch my face a little bit when I say them, and so I should avoid doing that. Hold on, let me practice pronouncing my R's properly. Uh, there's two ways you can do this. The first way is with a bunched R, like like that. The other way is with a rolled. This is so weird. With a rolled tongue. That's like this. Um, I'm like trying to do a lot of research as to which one's better. Apparently, they're like the exact same, and there's no definitive answer. The rolled tongues are easier to learn, but like I can also do the bunched R's, and like most native speakers use the bunch R, but I'm pretty sure that like the rolled one is just like slightly more versatile or like slightly more flexible, I think. But also another video I saw said that the bunched R's sound more expressive, whereas the rolled R's are like I don't slightly more muffled. But but like other people say they sound the exact same, so really have no clue which R I'm going to use. Although in reality, I'm probably just going to use the R that comes more naturally, which right now is the bunched R, so I'm probably just gonna keep using that. Number 27, I think. I completely lost track. Lost track. For the rest of this recording, if I randomly repeat a word, that's because I am practicing my R's, or because I just like can't think of anything to say. I guess number 27, I should go to sleep soon, but there's a few things I need to do. Um, I guess number 28. Uh, like, I feel like in social situations, the number one thing that's like preventing me from like expressing myself, it's not introversion, it's not social anxiety. It's literally just like my voice, my ability to project. One part is because these R's, if you like, just like the way I used to pronounce them, was made it somewhat difficult to speak louder, to make a loud R sound. Also, another thing, although it's gotten like significantly better throughout the years, my voice can still sometimes be a bit quiet at times, and especially like if I'm trying to go from 0 to like 100 with my voice. If I like warm it up, and I like slowly speak louder and louder, my volume is fine. But like going from like an early morning straight into like a lot of conversations, like my voice just can't. Yeah, it's gotten a lot better though. I remember back in year 9 or year 10 was when I first started to notice that like no one could actually hear me. Um, but like now it's like fine, but could be better. Number 29. Number 29, I need to sign up for gymnastics. I've been meaning to do it for a while now, and I just haven't. It sounds really cool. Um, I guess I'll combine number 29 and number 30. Number 30, I've been really trying to figure out like what I inherently value versus what society has simply told me to value, which has been an impossibly fine line to see because society telling you what to value, or it's like, oh, that's a bad thing, you should do what you want. Good comes from it. Like if you left a human in isolation, there's a good chance that like there would not be the most friendly or most welcoming person. They would like have a lot of bad things with them. And so it's good that society can like generally push people to a certain idea. But at the same time, too much is also bad. And so like I just been trying to figure out what I actually want. Like say for example in high school, uh they had like these things called first places, which they gave out to people for doing well in a sport or something. And like I wanted one. I wanted one not because I inherently wanted to do well in a sport or like well in music. I wanted one because literally, first places were actually so overinflated. Like they were meant to be a special thing, and then they just handed them out to everyone. And I realized that like I kind of messed up a little bit. Like I um like I messed up and I couldn't get a first blazer before I graduated. And so like the reason why I wanted the first blazer was not because I wanted it, simply because I saw everyone else wearing it. Uh, oh, there you go. And so back onto gymnastics, I realized that there's one metric I've been using for how much I inherently want something. It's just like what 10-year-old me likes. 10-year-old me thought it would be pretty cool to do a backflip. And current me also thinks it would be pretty cool to be able to do a backflip. So that's why I want to join gymnastics. Number 31. We've kind of covered a lot actually. There's not that much left. Um, I still don't want to touch on some of the deeper things though. That's number 31. I don't really know how to describe it, but I don't have that much of a care for my privacy. Like, I probably need to reword that. When I say that, I mean like, obviously, some of these reflections are like quite personal, right? Like quite personal. Most other people would not be comfortable with anyone else hearing these. But like for me, I don't know, kind of just doesn't matter. Like I can be quite open about things, and I don't really care about like separating my personal. Well, obviously, I do care about it, like, but just less so than other people. I care less about separating what happens personally and what happens publicly. Number 31. Okay, so during O week, I got a shaker bottle, and in that shaker bottle, there was this spring. The issue is now the spring is meant to be like you put it in the shaker bottle so that when you shake it, there's like something in there to shake the liquid around. It's not just the walls, the spring bounces around in there. The issue is I don't want to use it. For one, it's going to be a pain to clean. Like it's a spring. It's just going to be impossible to clean. Two, I don't even know if it is clean. It's in this plastic wrap, but I don't know if it's sterile, so I need to clean it beforehand, and I don't want to do that because it's a pain to clean. And so I've not once used a shaker bottle because um I just used my blender, like my blender cups. I didn't use a shaker. So like this spring has just been sitting on my desk because I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to put it in the shaker bottle because I don't know if it's clean. I don't want to take it out of the wrap because it's going to become more dirty if it's out in the open. And so I don't know what to do with it. Number 32, I really should be going to sleep. Yeah. Um, Number 33. If you, by some miracle, have made it this far, which I genuinely have no clue why anyone would do that. But uh, I don't know what sort of like massive case will put them through watching this recording. But if for some reason you are here, you've probably noticed a lot by now. I pause a lot during my speech. And that is because uh, I feel like I have such an insane amount of brain fog. And okay, hold on. There's quite a few elements going on here. Let me try to explain this as best as I can. So one, I pause a lot during my speech. This is because I am simply thinking about what to say, and I just can't respond, and I can't like speak and think that quickly. I always have to pause and think about things before I speak them. That's one of the things I'm trying to get better at with these reflections, actually. So, the reason for this, a few ones. One, I'm simply like the type of person that thinks before they speak. That's just like how I've been doing it my whole life. Number two, I think like I feel like I've had quite a lot of brain fog for like a while. Now on this topic of I brain fog is such a loose term. There's like there's actual brain fog, like after concussion or you have amnesia or something. It's like actual measurable brain fog. But then there's like the more subtle things, and that's like really loose. But I feel like I could be thinking so much more clearly right now. Okay, let me give you this example. So I saw this clip of a movie where like this person had a photographic memory. He was from Harvard or whatever. And so one person asked him, "Hey, do you know this dude?" And the person with the photographic memory goes, "No." And then after he says no, he's like he thinks for a bit. And then in his mind, he like goes to the yearbook album and then like sees that person's name in the yearbook album just because he looked at the book once. And then he goes, "Oh yeah, I know him." I feel like that's how memory should be working. Like, of course, not to that extent where like you look at a yearbook once and you memorize all the names, but like that level of visualization, level of like consistency between your memories. Like, I feel like that's what things should be like. Now, another point on this brain fog. I don't know if it's simply that I think about this too much and I'm a bit too aware of it, and it's actually quite normal, or if like I don't know, there's actually some psychological condition like brain cancer or something. But I feel like the majority of people are just like they don't believe they have brain fog simply because they trust their memory too much. Like say for example, famously testimonies where like you have someone look at a person and say, "Yep, that's them." They are famously inaccurate, and people are always like surprised by that. But if you ask me, like what? If I see a person once, I'm not gonna remember their face perfectly. Like to me, it's so obvious that like these testimonies can be so flawed, and like memories can be made up, because like to me, that's just like My brain fog acting up. I don't know. Number 33, I think. I forgot. Uh, Number 33. I guess the bed I have right now, there's a TV like connected to it, and I've not used it once for a few reasons. Number one, I just haven't used it. I haven't had a need. I haven't like sat down and properly watched a movie or something, so I haven't used it. But also number two, it's like dusty and it's attached to the wall on like with like arms that can extend out. So like you can extend it so it extends out from the wall and it's like slightly above your bed. I haven't done that because the TV is dusty. I know the second I touch it, dust is just gonna fall from it and onto my bed. And I don't want that to happen. So I need to clean the TV at some point. Number 34. On the topic of cleaning, on the topic of a lot actually. Uh, I feel like whenever I get into one of these points, there's a lot I need to explain. So let me explain it surface level first, and then. But whenever I explain it surface level, I always feel like I'm missing out so much and it can be so easily misinterpreted. So surface level first. I like cleaning things to like as best as I can, so like there's not a speck of dust left behind. Surface level. Deeper level. Few aspects. One, I don't, I guess when I was in high school, I just like had more time as compared to like the average person. So I and also like I had like hardwood floors. My bedroom was nearly organized, and so it was quite easy to actually like clean every corner of my bedroom just because things were quite nice. However, on a deeper level, it's about perfection. Um, One thing I've been really trying to realize is how flawed everything is. There's so many aspects here. On the surface level, everything's imperfect. Wow, shocker, I know. But when you're a kid, it doesn't seem like this. I thought the people that did their jobs followed the rules perfectly. Not perfectly, but like, well, I thought that like a business was more intricate than things. I'll give you an example. So when I was younger, when I used to think of a business, I used to think of it like a well-oiled machine. Everything had its part, everything was thought out. Um, because like why wouldn't it be? It's a business. It's like so professional. Professional is like things done right. But so many things are held together with like stick and like tape and glue that only appears to run all on the surface. Like say for example, I'm trying to think of an example. It's so late. I want to go to sleep. Okay, I'll stop after this because as fun as this is to do, I need to sleep. Hold on. I guess I'll use this example, although it's not that strong. Say Lego. Lego has some really, really high quality control. Oh, I mean, it's gotten a bit worse lately, but like it still is. Legos are really high quality. They're known for that. And so, sometimes though, although rarely, but sometimes it is possible, you'll find a Lego brick that is not fully. There are Lego bricks that exist. They're like only half there, like half of it's missing. And this is because the injection machine, when it was injecting the plastic, it ran out of plastic halfway through. And to my child self, I would think, how is that even possible? Like, would they not be checking the plastic after every run? Like, would there not be systems in place? And then, like, how would the Lego brick make it through inspection? Like, so many things. Like, how is it even possible that you could receive a Lego brick in your pack that's only half injected? And this is from Lego, which has some of the highest quality control in the world. But and like another thing, I forgot the statistic. It was like one in like 10,000, 100,000, a million, whatever. Lego bricks are like defective. And my child self would ask, is that number way too high? Shouldn't it be 100%? Because I completely forgot this statistic. This analogy completely shifts depending on the statistic. I think it was like in the 10,000s. Because 1 in 10,000 to my child self was so high. If you have these machines that like just inject into a mold and then it's sent off, like how is it even possible for something to break? And wouldn't they just like fix it if it's like 1 in 10,000? But like, no. Like the world is held together by uh tape and glue. When I began volunteering at a thingies, I remember the first day or something, the manager told me how the things worked. We got donations from the back. They were sorted. If the items were good, they got sent to the other area where they were where like it was priced and it was sent out to the front. The clothes had like this entire other ordeal. And the manager said to me, look at how sophisticated and complicated this is just to get the clothes to the front. And I remember in that moment, my thought was, this is not all that complicated. But the what I failed to understand then was the complexity was not that like it was some ultra precise. thing. The complexity came from the fact that despite the fact that we're all human, despite the fact that some people call in sick every day, despite the fact that so many clothes are just like actually disgusting, and why would people think that we want to sell these? Despite all of these, this system, despite these imperfections, like this system works. And like to even get something working is honestly like working and working consistently is uh more impressive than it seems. And so, however, the important thing is perfection when viewed in this light. Like that 1 in 10,000 Lego bricks. It makes so much more sense. Because, like, sure, we could spend a lot of time optimizing everything, but no. Just like, we all have our short human lives. We all are flawed. We all don't know the exact best thing. Even just making the best choice out of two options is still a ridiculously difficult thing to do. I mean, like, for thousands and thousands of years, we were arguing over heliocentrism and, I forgot the name of the other one. The one where the Earth is at the center of the solar system. It was a binary choice, yet we made the wrong choice for thousands and thousands of years. And so, like, perfection, or even just like something incredibly good, is actually like difficult. So, for example, chess grandmasters, right? There's like a few thousand of them in the world. They're at like the peak of their at the peak of chess. But that's not the impressive thing about them. If anyone from birth was trained to be a chess grandmaster, almost anyone could achieve that. In fact, there was like that whole study with the two daughters where that was achieved. But these chess grandmasters don't play for money. It's not their whole lives. They still have to work jobs outside of chess, the majority of them. In fact, anyone that's not in like the top 10 or 20 has to work jobs out of playing chess. And so it's so insanely impressive that these chess grandmasters exist. Not because achieving that level of chess is unattainable, but because that level of chess, despite the fact that they need to do other things in life, despite the fact that like they they're human just like us. They live their day to day. They have lunch. They sleep. They probably procrastinate. In spite of these things, they're also a chess grandmaster. And so, like, in a perfect world, like, chess grandmaster was still impressive. It's not nearly as impressive as in this world, where that grandmaster still has to work, still has other worries about life. Humiliate that one. Okay. Oh, well, yes. I should mention, look, it's Fruin. Fruin being eaten by a mimic. That's the image on the screen right now. I got that in China from gambling. There was a like actually I don't know what it's called. You like put the coin in, you spin the dial, and then out comes a toy. There was one of those in China. And I wanted to get this exact one. There were like six different like minifigures you could have gotten. And I wanted this one. So I gambled and I got this one. So remember, always go gambling. You'll always win. And if you don't, that just means you'll win the next time. So you should double down. And if you don't win that one, that means you're definitely winning the one afterwards. So triple down. And yeah, well, good night.